In this video, I'd like to talk about repairing the door on a side-by-side refrigerator. Specifically, this model is a GE. When you open the door, there's this little teeny flap right here. When the door is closed, this flap moves to block the gap between the two doors. When the door is open, the flap retracts so you can actually get the door open. Here's the problem with this design. Depending on how old your refrigerator is, either one or two springs that control the movement of this flap. When the door is open, it's very easy to accidentally bump this flap and knock it into the door closed position. Or if you have kids, it's a great toy for the kids to play with. So, with this flap in the wrong position, if you attempt to close the door, you will break either one or both of these hinges that hold the flap in place. This is what a broken hinge may look like. When a hinge is broken, the door will not close properly. The refrigerator will spend a considerable amount of time trying to cool the air that's leaking into it, and most likely you'll start seeing pools of water forming in this area. This is condensation from your refrigerator trying to cool your entire house. Oh, just a heads up. Puddles of water in this location can also be caused by another item, the seal on your bottom freezer drawer. Once that seal gets old, it can start letting in air. Again, you'll start having condensation problems. Let me show you two different ways to fix this problem. Go to your illustrated parts catalog, whether it's the one in the owner's manual you kept when you bought the refrigerator, or an online website, and you'll find out you need item 216, hinges. Then you simply contact GE to get replacement parts. At this point, GE's standard response will be, we don't sell that part anymore. What we expect you to do is to buy a whole new refrigerator. Okay, let's look what that process involves. We start out by spending $1,800, but we'll feel good about the deal we're getting because they're comparing it to some arbitrary number in the $3,000 range. They'll make you buy stuff that should have been included when you bought the refrigerator, and if you give them $50, they're willing to haul the old refrigerator off. That is assuming you pay whatever the delivery fee is going to be, in addition to the $50. Oh yeah, and if you want white, that's not an option. Okay, let's look at the other way we can fix this problem. You can go to a parts website that specializes in providing parts for items that the company that manufactured it refused to support. You then order 2 new hinges and shell out a staggering $6.95 for each of them. But wait a minute, are they going to charge me for shipping? Yep, it looks like it, about $11. However, instead of following GE's recommendation and spending a couple thousand to fix this problem, you out $24.89. If you're one of those people that are averse to paying for shipping, let's jump on over to the Amazon website and see how much money we can save. Here's the part that we need, or at least I think it is. They list 5 different part numbers on this page, and the Amazon website is notoriously inaccurate. For example, they say this part is made out of metal. It's not. It's made out of cheap plastic. If they can't be accurate about something as simple as what the part's made out of, how are they going to handle complicated things like part numbers? Anyway, let's assume it's the correct part and move on. How much does Amazon want to charge me for the $6.95 part? $13.95. More than double what the part actually costs. But look, they said they're giving me free shipping. I'm sure there's no chance that they just rolled that shipping into the price of the part, then made a little bit of extra off the top. Okay, let's look at some bottom line numbers. What will 2 refrigerator hinges cost me? If I buy them at the parts store where I pay shipping, it'll be $24.89. If I go with Amazon and get free shipping, it'll be $30.74. Okay, now that we have parts in hand, let's get them installed into the refrigerator. The part we're repairing today is this little flapper. It moves pretty easily. At least it does on my refrigerator. If you should accidentally bump it when the refrigerator door is open and then try to close the door, you will bust the hinges on this flapper. So, to remove this to change the hinges, you want to pop off these little plastic covers that are hiding 2 screws in the middle of the flap. Keep in mind these plastic covers may not go on and stay on after you've done this. Underneath the covers is 2 standard Phillips screws. Remove them. You can now gently push up on the flap and it should pop off. In the middle of it, you'll see an electrical connector. You want to disconnect it. Below the broken hinge, you'll see a small square piece of plastic. Using a scraper, you can push down on the crack up top there and make it pop off. Kind of. It was my first try. I did a lot better on the next hinge. You know, learning curve and everything. Just slide the broken hinge out and slide the new hinge back into the same hole. Pop that cover back into place. And that's it, you're done with the top hinge. Let's go to the bottom. Now, the bottom hinge should have a spring on it. And from what I've heard, if you have a newer refrigerator, both hinges will have springs. So let's see if we can find where that spring went. Oh, there it is, it's still on the door. First, salvage the spring, you're going to reuse it. Then push up on this broken hinge piece to pop it off. So let's start over on rebuilding this bottom hinge. First, pop off the cover. Slide out the bad hinge. Install the spring on the new hinge. Yeah, this would probably go a lot quicker if you were really good at 3D puzzles. And put the cover back on. We're now ready to reinstall the flapper onto the refrigerator. First, hook up the electrical connector. Now comes the fun part. You need to keep track of both hinges and that electrical cover. Once they're all oriented properly, you can slide it back down onto the door. It should lock into place. Reinstall your two mounting screws. And if you want to give it a shot, try to put those white covers back on. Hopefully they'll stick for you. Well, thanks for watching.